So I'm just,
Yes, go
I
ahead, please.
think when I'm not in the app, it's closed now. Because when I'm,
That's why. Yeah, don't worry. I will share my
yes.
screen from my side. Don't worry about that.
Okay. Okay,
Okay,
because when I'm
so
in the alphabet, it doesn't show me, I think. Now it shows me again, right?
yes.
It's yes.
Yes, great. So let me remember your goal and motivation for learning Arabic. You said that you want, inshallah, to be able to read the Quran mainly, right?
And understand.
And understand it
Yes,
for
read
sure.
and understand, yes.
Yes. Do you have any other goals or motivations
As I'm living
so that
here,
we can customize the curriculum for that?
Arabic speaking.
You
Yes,
love
as I'm
speaking.
living here in an
Yeah,
Arabic spoken country, I
yeah,
think it's also important to understand the people on the street, but I know they don't speak Fusha.
yeah.
So Fusha is most important for me because I think you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think when I learned Fusha first, some of the words I can use also on the street, but not all. So I could make it a mix of Fusha and this slang here. So for
Yes,
me, the
yes,
most important thing is to learn Fusha.
yes. You know that we all like study Fusha in our schools. All the Arabs in
Yes,
the different countries, in the 23 countries, they learn Fusha at schools, and we use it in writing books, in like conferences, the banners on the street, many of them, or
yes,
يعني, are in Fusha, like TV broadcasts. So this is the formal, modern standard Arabic that we should all use, and this is what unites us as Muslims. But the
yes,
dialects,
perfect. It's not
and
happy.
by the way, like when you learn Fusha, it's easier to learn the dialects. You know, when you drive
Yes,
a manual car and then learn to drive an automatic one, so
yes,
so and also, you know, Fusha has more rules, and it has a system. The dialects are more of like it's a slang, so people are inventing new words, and have
yes,
some mistakes that we need to cope with. So that's why, yeah. You know, I started this when I was in Tanzania. I met
yes.
a school manager, the headmaster. He said that he doesn't know how he will like go to Jannah if he doesn't speak the language of its people. I was really يعني, affected by this. It had
Yes.
inspired me, and I wanted to tell him that يعني, Allah is capable of teaching him any language in a second. يعني.
Yes.
But so that's why I started. Yani, it's really an amazing language. It's so rich, and you will see this. I understand now that you had like previous trials, but like were you trying to learn the alphabet only, or did you try to like
I
learn?
both.
Yeah,
Both. I used an app,
yeah,
Duolingo. It
hmm,
worked kind of good. And
yeah,
then I used to learn the alphabet only 2 or 3 times. But I had a lot of other things to do, but I was really struggling with it. But because I'm a very optical person, so
hmm,
and I'm used to the European American alphabet.
yeah.
So for me, this was really hard. But inshallah, this time it will work out.
Inshallah, inshallah. I'm glad that you said this, because this means inshallah our method will work, because I depend on memory aids as well. Since you are visual,
Yes,
this will help, inshallah.
inshallah.
Okay, okay, it's really great. So this is the main document we will use. It's called Arabic Alphabet by Mr. Mahmoud Ziyada, as a part of the Arabic Taysir series. And we will also use Magic Key. Magic Key is a book that was written by a learner, an Arabic learner, and he is
Yes.
using memory aids to help people like remember and memorize the different alphabet. So let's see, inshallah.
Okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay. So as you know, the Arabic alphabet has 28 letters. Okay.
Yes.
But some people add one letter, and I will tell you why moving forward. And it's written from right to left. It's opposite to English. So we start from the
Yes.
right side. and go this way. And the letters of Arabic are connected to each other. Yani you see, if we couldn't, this is a letter, and then this is another letter, and then the third letter, and we may leave a space and then write the other letter, and so on. Okay. So all of the
Yes.
letters are connected to each other. It's not like English. This is a word tufaha, which is apple. And in English, we write a letter, then we leave a space, and then write the other letter. So all the letters are disconnected in English, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But in Arabic, no. All the letters are connected from the left side except 6 letters that we will learn, inshallah. So all the letters are connected to each other. In one word, all the letters are connected except
Yes.
6 letters. For example, this is one of them. That's why we left a space here. Okay? This is one word,
Okay.
but because this letter is not connected, we left a small space here. Then we leave a bigger space, and then we write the other word. So you know that this is the first word and this is the second word until we finish the sentence. Okay?
Yes.
Great. So we write from right to left and from top to bottom, because some languages they are different. I think Mandarin, they write from they write words like this, and they do different
Yes.
things.
Yes.
Okay. And every letter has its name, its sound, and its shape. The most important part is the sound in case of reading, for sure. Yani I don't want you to focus on the name now. The name is not important, because when you read the letter, you don't say its name. You say how it's pronounced. So for example, this is,
Yes.
you can consider this as a. You don't need to know that it's alif.
Yes.
Alif is the name of the letter, but we need
Yes.
the a part to know how to read.
Yes.
Great. Great. By the way, feel free to take notes and stop me whenever you want if you have any question, or yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah,
Yes.
the traditional way is always work.
Yes.
I always say that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has he swore by the pen in the Quran. He said, Noon
Yes.
wal qalami wa ma yasturun. Right? He
Yes.
swore by the pen and also by writing, because it helps memorize a lot.
Yes, absolutely. This is also one of the most fascinating things, that Allah used a pen to write things down, and He gave us the ability to also use a pen.
Yeah.
So a pen must be something very special.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It really helps. We have 4 skills in any language. So we start by listening. So we absorb from the environment around us many words, and as babies, even like as a sponge, we start absorbing everything, and then we start speaking, and then we start reading, and then we write. So writing is maybe the hardest skill, and the skill that is neglected the most in online learning. That's why I try focusing on it, especially in assignments, to help us. It really helps memorizing, and you notice your mistakes. Sometimes you say a word, and then
Yes.
when you write it, you feel that it's like when I was a software engineer. I also now work in software product management. So we used to study a lot of mathematics. So I remember when we used to read mathematical problems before exams, and then when we go to the exam and try solving the problem, we can't, because we got used to just reading without writing.
Yes.
Help and writing and trying to test yourself really helps, spot the mistakes and correct them. So it's
Yes.
really great that you have a pen and a notebook with you. Okay, great. Okay, so the shape of every letter usually changes depending on its position in the word. So the letter in the beginning differs from the letter in the middle, differs from the letter at the end. So for example, let me show you a letter. For example, this is one of the most unique letter, the ha. For example, the ha in the beginning looks like this, in the beginning of the word.
Yes.
For example, haram, like pyramid. And in the middle, for example, sahl means easy. So it can be written this way. So in the middle, this is the ha. In the beginning, this is the ha. At the end, the ha will look like this. Or like this. So the letter that differs from one place to another in the word. Okay?
Yes, this is the thing that was really, really hard for me.
Yeah. Inshallah, it will not be hard anymore. Great.
Yes, inshallah.
Inshallah. So let's scroll down. Okay. So this is the first letter. And through the GIFs, we will see how it's written here. Okay, so this is the alif. And we pronounce it as
Yes.
a. A. Can you say a?
Ah,
Yeah, a. As in apple. And also a in man. So please write it down.
yes.
This is how it's written. We start from top to bottom. And sometimes it has this hat, which is called Hamza. So in the beginning, it's written this way. And in the middle, I can even write it for you. Like in the middle, we add the joint. It will connect it to the letter before it. So let me.
This is when connected is this joint, okay, huh?
Yes. So, by the way, the memory aid of this letter is number 1. Because, like, this is the first letter. So it's number 1. So the memory aid, like, we can do something like this. So we have like eyes or memory aid, then and because we will start from the right side, middle, beginning, and isolated. So the letter when it's isolated, yani when we are just learning it or on its own. So this is a table that we can put all the letters in to check from time to time. So in the isolated
Yes.
case, the alif is written this way. I will even make it at dots or. So we start like this. Or if I write it
Yes.
at once this way, like number 1. And it can have like the Hamza. That's why we have like some people consider it as 28 and some people consider the Arabic language consists of 29 letters. Because the alif with
Yes.
the Hamza differs from the alif without the Hamza. Okay? In the
Yes.
beginning, it's the same as the isolated. In my previous laptop, controlling the mouse was easier. I don't know. Anyway, in the middle, we add the connector. Alif is one of the 6 letters that are not connected to the left, but all the letters are connected to the right. So we need this connector.
Yes.
Great, I'll put the Hamza.
So all connections in general from all letters go to the right.
Yes, all the
Okay.
letters are connected to the right, but I will put like an asterisk here. This means that it doesn't connect to the left. So we must leave a small space before writing another letter in this word.
Okay.
And at the end, it's the same because like there is a letter before it, right? In the middle and at the end, this means that there is a letter preceding it.
Yes.
So that's why we need the connector. We need this dash. We need this joint. And the memory aid is number 1. Because this is the first letter in the Arabic alphabet. You can
1
also
second, the door.
circle the Hamza. Sorry?
1 second. I need to open the door.
No worries. Take your time.
Okay. I will just
Okay.
close the camera for a small period of time.
Yeah, no worries at all.
Wait. On. Oh, what is it showing now? Is it showing the laptop?
Sorry? Yeah, it's showing the
Oh,
laptop
wait.
now.
Okay, then we just make it like this.
Okay. I also advise you, like, if you are using a phone for this lesson, I advise you to use a laptop. It really helps.
Yes, I'll use from
Bigger
tomorrow,
screen.
inshallah.
Yes, inshallah. Great. Okay. So we can continue now?
Yes.
Yes, great. Okay. So you can circle the Hamza to know that you can write the Alif without it or with it, if you want. And I put this asterisk because this means that, like, we will not connect it to the left, just for us to remember it.
Okay, I have written it too,
Mhm.
but the letter also exists without it, right?
Yes, the letter exists without the Hamza sometimes.
Okay,
Okay.
where's the difference? Or is it too early for this?
What is the difference? Okay, so let's see some examples and I will show you why or what differs
Okay.
this from that. Okay, great. So by the way, this book depends on a different methodology. So normally when we are teaching Arab kids, like, we teach them whole words from the beginning, like, for example, Alif Arnab, which is like the rabbit. But this
Yes.
doesn't work with like non-native speakers. So this book depends on a different methodology that I like, which is, like, whenever we learn, like, even starting from the second letter, now we have two letters, we will form a word with these two letters and start reading and writing it. Okay, so we will learn this way instead of, like, learning whole words, because we still didn't learn the other letters.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the second letter. This is noon. Can you say noon?
Noon.
Yeah. And so it's pronounced as n. And
Neh.
yeah, the memory aid here is like the navel on a baby's belly. Let me show you I'll open the book so that we can make use of it. Magic key. Okay. Yes. It's written by Max Maddox. Okay, so this is number one, the memory aid for Aleph. Let me go to the noon. Yes. Look, this is the noon. And the dot is the navel on the baby's belly, or on the belly. So N
Yes.
here, like in the word navel, it will remind us with the n in navel. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So yani, you can draw this during the lesson or after it, whatever you like.
Let me
Okay.
draw it quick.
Okay. So this is his belly, the lower part of the noon, and the dot is the navel. So whenever you remember this, you will remember the n in the beginning of navel.
I have.
Great. So, and this is how we write it. Also, this book shows you the steps. So we start from here and go like this, and then put the dot at the top. This is the isolated form.
Okay.
And then in the beginning, like, we write it on the line. Like, let me draw the line here. So this is the line. Okay. So in the
Okay.
beginning, the letter is drawn on the line, and then we put the dot. In the middle, we need the connector because a letter is preceding it. And then we draw the line again. We draw that and we put the dot on top. At the end, we will draw the connector, and then we will draw the noon as in the isolated form and put the dot. I will also write it here. So in the isolated form, I will write it like this. Then here in the beginning, I will write it this way. The middle. So we always start from right to left and top to bottom. And the memory aid is the navel on the bell. Great. So we now learned what is this? How do we pronounce the first letter?
A.
And the second letter?
Ne.
Great, great. Do you know how to say I in Arabic?
Anta.
Anta is you.
Anta is you, then no.
Great, let's see. Okay.
What was I again?
Sorry?
What is I again on Arabic?
Yes, this is what we will test ourselves in now.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, let me zoom
Anna.
in.
Anna.
Yeah, great,
Yes.
great.
Yes.
Oh, also, there is something great. Your name has these two letters, the alif and the noon.
Yes.
So this will help us, inshallah, learn your name quickly. Okay. So now,
Inshallah.
you said Anna. Great. So this is A. Then we said that the alif is one of the 6 naughty letters that don't like making friends. They leave a space.
Yes.
Then we have the n, and then the A again. So the Hamza, let's like try to explain the difference between the alif with the Hamza and the alif without it. The alif with the Hamza is the glottal stop, the abrupt sound that we make in a word like the here.
Yes.
This alif is called alif mad. You know when we say
Yes.
like in man or can or sand. So n ana.
Anna.
Yeah, so you can now say Ana Alan, and I can say Ana Mustafa. So Ana is I. Okay.
Yes.
So please, like, try writing it now as well. So this way. Forgive me for the bad handwriting.
No problem.
Then the n. So how many letters are in this word?
2.
3.
3. Because yes, I understand. Oh,
So
okay.
2 alifs and 1 noon. So alif, noon,
Yes.
alif. N, ana.
Okay.
Okay, great. You are left-handed, so you are a smart
Yes.
person. Great. So Anna. We will also try to make most of the writing outside the lesson to save time and make most of the lesson for the interaction. But from
Okay.
time to time, try to write so that you can like practice. Okay, so
Okay.
this restates what we just said, that the alif doesn't connect to the left. We need to leave a little space here between it and the following letter. And in this word we have 2 alifs. The first is pronounced as a in apple,
Yes.
and the other is pronounced as the a in man. That is why
Yes.
this one is considered as a long vowel. Okay, the other alif, this alif is considered as a long vowel.
Okay. Has it something to do with the Hamza about it? Above it?
Yes, yani the alif with
Yes.
the hamza is not a long vowel. The alif without the hamza is a long vowel.
Okay.
Which is a.
Yes.
Great. So in Arabic, we have 3 long vowels. One of them is the alif, as in na. We will study the other 2 long vowels. Okay. So let's learn the third letter. This is a, but we pronounce it as t. Okay, can you say t?
T.
Yeah.
T.
Yeah. And the memory aid is great because here we have how many dots are there?
2.
Two. And are they at the bottom or on top?
On top. It's like a smiley.
It's like a smile?
Smiley, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Two eyes
Yeah.
and smiling.
Yeah. So we have here, like, you can write two dots on top. So when you remember this, two dots on top of a boat. Let me even write it like this. So when you remember the two and the to, the T in top, you will remember that this is t, t, t. Remember in the previous letter, the navel, so n, the noon.
Yes.
Here the two dots and on top of the boat, so it's t, t, t.
Okay.
Great. So this is how we write it in the different positions. In the isolated form, this is how it's written. In the beginning, it looks the same as the noon, but with two dots. And at the end, it's written on the line. All of it is like the whole letter is written above the line, not like the noon part of it is below the line.
Okay, can you draw the line for me, just to be sure?
Yes, it's the blue line here, but I will write it
Okay.
again. So the ta in the let me draw a line first. If we draw the line like this, then so the ta, let me write it in red. So this is the ta in the isolated form. And sometimes, by the way, we can connect the two dots this way, like with a dash.
Yes.
In the beginning, it's written this way. In the middle, we need the connector. Then the ta has the two dots. And at the end, the connector. And then this is how we write it.
Okay,
Okay,
perfect.
great, great. So this
Can
is
you just can you just go up to the ne for a second that I draw the line here for myself?
yes, sure. So see, the blue line here is the line, the reference. So as you can see, the part of the noon is below the line when it's at the end.
Okay,
But in the initial position or in the medial position, it's written above the line.
Okay, I am finished with that.
Great. So now we have three letters in our hands: a,
Yes.
n, and t. Okay, can you read? Let me zoom in again. Can you read this word? Let's do it step by step. So what is the first letter? It looks like number one. This is the first letter. So it's
Yes. And
anta. Yeah, you didn't need to do it step by step. Yeah, so a, n, t.
ne? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And it's the same here, but it's a different word. Because you see, there is a slash here, a symbol
Yes.
here that is above the t, and here it's below it. So this shows a different level in Arabic, or a different something that is not in every language. This is these are the short vowels. So the slash here above the letter, it's called fatha. It makes us
Yes.
like pronounce the letter as ta. And here this is the kasra. So we say t. So anta and anti.
And
You
okay.
for masculine and you for feminine. Anta and anti. So look. Yeah, these signs indicate the short vowels. Yes, the first one that is above the letter, the slash above the letter, it's the fatha. The slanted line is called fatha. And when
Yes.
it's below the letter, it's called kasra. So you can write down that this is called fatha and the other one is called kasra.
And Fanta was for men, right?
Sorry?
Feta was for men, right?
Well, yes. The fatha is
Yes.
for males, yes, for men. So anta, like I can tell you anta Alan, and you can tell me anta Mustafa. And if we for example Fatima or Zainab, we can tell her anti Fatima, anti Zainab, or anti Jane. Can you hear any noises like from my side?
No.
Okay. Alhamdulillah. By the way, the call will end in 5 minutes and we can rejoin, inshallah. I think we can use the
Okay.
same link. And if there is any problem, I will resend you.
There's also such a beautiful thing. The kasra is below and the fatha is on top.
Yeah.
Like Allah gave the positions also.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's really great. You know that like girls should be shy, like you don't like they don't shout. They don't say anta,
Yes.
like they anti. Quiet and
Yes.
and also as you said, yeah, the positions.
It's, mashallah, so beautiful.
So until now we learned like one long vowel, which is the a, and two short vowels, the a and the e. And by the way, the fatha like it's corresponding to the alif. The alif is like the a is the long version of it.
1 second.
Take your time.
Okay.
Great. So by the way, like in Arabic, we have 3 long vowels and 3 short vowels.
Yes.
And each one of the long vowels is corresponding to one of the short vowels. So the alif, which we said like the a, this alif, or the alif, is corresponding to the fatha. The alif is like the longer version. It's like 2 or double A, while the fatha is
Yes.
1 single A. Like a and
Yes.
and Great. So let me, for example, give you like so can you read this letter and that letter?
Which letters? This?
These, yes.
What's this now?
What is the, how can you pronounce the first one?
This is na.
Yes, a navel on a baby's belly, so na. And
Yes, na.
what is this symbol?
It's a fatha.
Fatha. So how will we
Yes.
pronounce it?
Na.
Na. Great.
Oh,
What
na.
about this
Yes.
one? Yeah.
Ni.
Ni. Great. So na and ni.
Yes.
What
Yes.
if I wrote like this? Like, are these like how many letters here? 1 letter, right?
I don't. Which letter is it? I can't
Yeah.
make
See,
right
it's
now.
like it was a trick. It's 2 letters. The
Yes, I
part
thought
is
so.
ana.
N and R.
Yes, n and
Yes.
a. So
Yes.
n,
Tamam.
na. Yeah, so this is the
Yes.
difference. Like here we have na, but here we just have
Yes.
na.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the short vowel, the fatha, and the long vowel, the alif. So this is the difference.
Okay. I need to
Na,
write this down so you
na.
can't trick me the next time with this.
Yeah. Zoom will end in a minute, so after this we can end the call and rejoin. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So the first one was na, like I
Na.
said.
Yes. Na. But with fatha, it's just na.
Yes, I mean this with the fatha. Yes. This was just
Sometimes I
na.
can't hear you so clearly. That's why could you please repeat what you have said?
Yes, the first one in the circle,
In the box?
in the
Yeah.
square. Yes, in the box. It's the na.
Yes, na. And then the
Na.
ni, and then
Ni,
na.
yes. Okay.